Welcome to day 0 of our cycle. So, guys, this is day 0. What day 0 basically means to me is that it's a preparation day, a day before we start with raising our chickens. So, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be preparing a brooder. So, right now, I'm inside my chicken house, and this house has been clean for quite some time now. Since I've been going through some personal stuff. The passing of my grandfather really knocked me down, but I'm regaining my strength now. So I'm back. I've been doing any farming activities for a very few weeks now. I think 3 to 4 weeks now since I actually did any farming activities. But yeah, I'm back, and I decided to shoot another series. I think I did my first series a year ago, and people really loved that series and they said I should do another one. So I'm back again with doing another series, but now we said my chicken house, what we're going to be doing, we're going to start with the preparation. So let's get going. Let the work begin. You haven't seen me in a very long time in my chicken houses. I've been focusing on trying to build up a podcast in the recent spaces, and the response has been amazing. People really love the podcast. But what I'm here to talk about today is that I'm studying another series. So today I'm inside my chicken house, back at it again. We're gonna try to raise chickens. So this is day 0 of me preparing for the batch of chickens that will be coming in tomorrow. So I love to prepare for my chickens a day before they can arrive. So let me just try to put the lights on now and test which lights are working and which are not working, because recently I've experienced that I have some few lights that are not working anymore. So we're just gonna have to throw those away and be left with the ones that are actually working. And I see that I'm missing a clip holder here. And I remember that I took this clip holder during the funeral. So one of the reasons why I haven't been active on social media anyway is because I had a funeral. I lost my grandfather. May his soul rest in peace. He was a very he was like a father to me, man. He was a very important figure in my life. He was someone who actually helped me out when I started the business. I used to drive around with his car, going to buy stuff, and people also thought the car was mine. So I used to drive this Nathan Hardbody, the green one that you normally see in the It was his car. So that man actually broke my heart. His death actually torn me apart. But yeah, I'm getting there. I decided to take a break from everything because I didn't have the strength to do anything after his funeral. We are back, guys. We are back. May the soul of my grandfather rest in peace. Now I'm just gonna test on the lights and see if they are really working properly. All 4 of my lights are now working. So do you see them? They're all working. So we're gonna try to switch the lights off and sort out our electrical issues. So now the light is off. Yeah, so we have this 3 lights that I need to throw away. These ones, they are not working anymore, so you're gonna have to throw these ones away because they're not working. Over here we have some of our equipment so that we watched today. We have to disinfect them as well. We clean and disinfect everything. So this is our food bath that I'm here to grab, because I've noticed that I didn't put the food bath. I normally put the food bath after cleaning the chicken house so that I do not bring diseases before I bring chickens. You get me? So this is everything that we need. These are the two pots that we're going to be using as to separate the rest of house and to create a brooding corner. So this two pots is what I use. This is a food bath to disinfect, and this is all the equipment that I have. Right now I have everything in order. My food bath, my boots ready to disinfect when we enter the chicken house. So in these bags over here we have wood shaving. Make the calculation. We start now 10 rand. We bought these bags for 10 rand, and then now we're going to put our wood shaving. They mixed the wood shaving. Let me show you something. So this is the two different types of wood shavings. They come from same company, but the wood shaving is different. You see, this is different types of wood shavings that we have, but don't stress about it. There's nothing wrong with all of these wood shavings. Wood shaving, it's a wood shaving. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing special about it. Still a wood shaving, still usable. Wood shaving, still different from the other one. But like I said, I have two types of wood shavings. So you're gonna be using 3 bags to prepare this brooder. Let me go get the boards that I just showed you and showing you how I'm gonna be putting those boards to actually separate the rest of the house. Now, to separate this corner, this is the boxes or the board, not a box, this is a board. Yeah, the board done. So you're going to be using this rubber rig just to make sure that our wood shaving is being distributed evenly inside our brooder. Yeah, we are now done. Let me go get the newspapers now. Let us now lay down the newspapers. Yeah, so we are done now with laying down the newspapers, and this is how our brooder looks like now. So laying down these newspapers, just one of the things that I just found interesting for myself on my own, and I pursued it, and I've been working for me for a while. Please don't ask me why I put in these newspapers. I explain it most of the time. Yeah, so let's go now get some feeders and drinkers inside the chicken house, put them inside the brooder. Okay, so now we have our equipment. So in something interesting that you're gonna see in this video is that I'm gonna be using these things. I don't know what they call them, but they are feeders. So they call them, I think, what savers? What they are chick save, feed save or something like that. So I got this from Poultry. It was a gift that I got from Poultry. So I'm gonna be using this for my chicks. So I have about 6 of them. I don't know how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So each tray I think accumulate about 30 chicks. So we're gonna be using about 6 of them. So it's my first time ever going to use something like this. I never used it before. So it's gonna be very interesting experience that we're gonna be running this time. But I think 6 will do. And then we're also gonna be having our drinkers. We're gonna use about 5 of our drinkers. So they should actually work, or they should actually do the job for us. So this is gonna be very interesting journey that I'm taking now with these things. It's my first time ever going to do it. So I'm gonna try open a bag of feed now. So we're gonna be using Magnum. I haven't used this feed in a while. Magnum. So we're gonna be using Magnum. I have about 4 full bags of Magnum and 1 which we were using on the previous cycle. This one I think it's grower in here, and in here it's another grower. Where's the starter? This is another grower. So this should be our starter. Yeah. So this is the starter. This is our starter. Each feed brand come with this little piece of paper where it tells you the protein content on the feed. So the feed here, it has around 210 with protein content. So this is where you find the protein content, also the expiry date of your feed. So this feed, it was manufactured on 14 July. It's still fresh, man. From Delmas in Mpumalanga, from Rose Grow. Where is the expiry date? Okay, they didn't put expiry date, but what you should know is that feed expire after 6 months. So from that date until 6 months, we should be okay. I'm lazy to put these feeders on the side, so I'm just gonna let these feeders be here in the middle of the chicken house, guys. So if someone was having me to open my feed with a bottle, and they were saying, what if a bottle goes inside there and then it kills your chicken? I guess I don't have a Caesar, man. So I'll basically use what I have to do what I can. So this is how our brooder looks like. I just came back from collecting our day-old chicks, and this is what I've done inside my brooder. Over there we have our feeders as well as our drinkers. So I didn't put any straw pack. I'm just gonna give my chicken pure water and as well as feed. So one of the things that I want to discuss with you and talk with you about is the fact that one of the reasons why I will leave, or I'll have everything placed in a day before, it also has to do with the temperature of the feed and the water. So I normally like to make sure that when my chicken arrives at the chicken house, the water temperature, it's cool as the temperature inside my chicken house. So yeah, we just gonna unbox our chicks, if it's unboxing. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but yeah, this is the chicks that we got. We just gonna put these chicks in and see how they're doing. So this is our day-old chicks. They look very good. They look very nice. They're not bad. Okay, so this is our day-old chicks. So right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna place them inside our brooder. So someone was having me the other day because I did a video where I was just throwing in those chicks, and they said, nah man, you should be gentle with them and stuff. So I'm gonna try and be gentle today as I put my chicks inside the brooder. Since you guys want me to be gentle, I'm gonna be gentle today. I'm done placing in my chicks. I placed in around 200 the old chicks, but I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of this. I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these feeders, because now I can see that my chicks can easily climb on top of them. So the next thing they're gonna be having some poop and stuff. So I'm gonna have to use my favorite feeders. So once they finish eating feed inside these feeders, surely I'm gonna remove them and put the ones that I normally use. Because this one, I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of them. They are very cool, they look nice, but I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of them. So yeah, man, this is day one. We placed in our chicks. It's a journey that I'm hoping to take with you until the last day. So they're eating starter feed, and they're also drinking clean, pure water. Nothing was mixed inside the water. No boosters, no stress pack, nothing. This is my new way of doing things. I just love trying to experiment new things, and this is one of the things that I love doing on my own. So yeah, man. Let's hope this journey goes well and we don't lose a lot and number of chicks. So thanks for watching this video up to the so far. If you've watched up to yesterday until today, please subscribe to the channel and like, comment and share, as our days will be continuing.
Welcome back to another day of Makwala and Greek. So today it's another day since we placed in our chicks. Since it means it will be day 2. Come with me in the chicken house. Holy shit! Yeah, there's a danger that happened last night, and I'm seeing it now. And wow, my thing falls.
This is scary, guys. So my plastic that I use to separate the house, and but I think it just falls now. Holy man. But anyway, this is my cheeks. Seems like we have a mortality on day 1. Come on, guys. We placed in already. We've seen a mortality.
No, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. But this is our chicks. They ran off when I walked in. So let me just walk around and do inspection. Yeah, but this is the first mortality on day 1. Seems like we have a mortality. I don't know what happened. It seems like, I think they had a stampede or something. That's a cause.
Yeah, so this is our chicks. This is day 1, day 2, whatever day we're gonna call it, since we placed them in. I'm gonna walk out very quickly, but we have our first mortality over here. So it seems like it got open. I don't know what happened to this chicken, but something terrible happened to it. Its stomach was open. I don't know what's happening here, but yeah, this is the first mortality that we have, and whatever that happened here, I don't know what it is, but something terrible and bad happened to this chicken, because this is the inside of the chicken. So let me close this plastic properly now, because we know plastic I found it that fall. So the use of this plastic is just to make sure that the brooder is separated from the rest of the house. That means that we don't need to provide I really don't know what happened. Yeah, but we don't need to provide heat for the whole house. We only want to be providing heat on on that side alone. So I'm gonna walk out now. I don't really like spending time in my chicken house, especially when they're still young like this. So, but yeah, that's how it is. That's the brooder behind there. That's my chicken. I don't like disturbing them. I just love them being at peace. So day 1, day 2, whatever you wanna call it, but I normally call it day 2 because I said they came in, it was day 1. So day 2, we have our first mortality. It means that we are left with 199. Cheers, Dango.
Welcome to day 3, and this is our chicken R. Seems like they ran out of feed, as well as they are running out of water. So we're gonna refill the water as well as the feed now. So let's check any mortality as we experienced one yesterday. Yeah, the feed level is low. We don't seem to have any mortality from my observation of where I am right now. So, but yeah, let's go get feed and let's go get some water. So I'm gonna change the feeders and put the feeders that I like. So we are going to change the feeders, and then we're gonna use the feeders that I actually like to use, which are these ones. These are the feeders that I like to use. So we're gonna use this, and we're not gonna use the feeders that they are being used now. Seems like I'm gonna have to come to the chicken house oftenly, so to actually refill the feeders. And I don't really like refilling the feeders too much. So I don't like coming to the chicken house a lot of the time, more especially when my chicken are still young. So right now, actually, let me close the door to get some cold air flowing in. So right now, let's just try to plug the feeders that we usually like to use, and then let the work begin. So this new feeders that we're trying to test, like I said at the beginning of the video, there I don't think they are user friendly, so I'm just gonna test them. So I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of them. Yeah, they're not bad, they're good, but they have a lot of work, and I'm one person who doesn't really like a lot of work. So I love things to be simple and easy for me. Since I'm always doing my other things, I'm always somewhere, I don't want to be stressed about feed running out. But they did last at least 3 days. It was not bad. So as I'm speaking now, my chicken are busy running around because they don't really like noise. That's why when my chicks are still young, I don't like spending most of my time inside the chicken house, because I know, man, I'm gonna disturb their peace. So let's quickly leave this house, because now as we start to speak, make noise, they're starting to gather and go out. So let's quickly take these feeders out. But they still do have feed. They didn't entirely run out of feed, but like I said, they seem to me to be having a lot of job, a lot of work. I don't really like spending time coming here officially. No. I love my chicks being at their own peace. We're also gonna refill the feeders. Sorry man, the drinkers, since they've run out of water. The thing with me, I only come to my chicken house maybe once a day. So I don't come to my chicken house all the time. So I only make a day visit In the morning, I come check everything, and then if everything looks good for me, looks well for me, I'm out for the entire day. Come back the following day, see, only small waters left. The only drinker that does not have, oh, that still have water is this one. It's the only one that will still have a lot of water, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a little bit away or far away from the light, so they don't really play around that side. So these newspapers are gonna be removed them after 7 days. And now since I moved this plastic, they're starting to feel a little bit cold. You see them gathering around now. It's because I moved this plastic, so there's a lot of air coming in, reducing the temperature inside this brooder that I've created. So when you place this thing in, you must be careful not to place them on top of any chip. So that's why I was trying to shift them since they're gathered this side, because I was that side doing my own thing. So we are done now. I've replaced the feeders. These ones I'm taking them out because they do not last in terms of feeding. So usually if I have 4 feeders like this with these ones that I have now, they can last me for a week with the feed inside. Not a week, but they can last few days, man. They can last few days before they run out. Almost a week though. But yeah, since today's day 3 of us raising these chickens, we saw that we didn't have any mortality. Came to the chicken house, replaced the feeders, put it in these feeders that I love so much, and then we also refilled our drinkers on day 3. And yeah, so guys, thanks for watching up to this far. Subscribe, like, comment. See you tomorrow. It's day 4. You can see how warm I'm trying to be. I wonder if my chicken are warm. It's still very early in the morning. The weather is cold, guys. Let's go inside and check on our chicken and see how they're doing. That me now, I don't know how it feels. I don't come to my chicken house first and then check how things they are and fix there and there, so that when I come with the food, with the recording, I'll show you things that are perfect. If they're feeling cold, they're feeling cold, and then we're gonna make a plan, me and you, right now. Let's see. So this is our chickens, and they are basically all over the chicken house. You see why it's important to have this plastic. It actually saves you from the stress of trying to provide heat for the whole house. So you just focus on that side alone. So even when it's extremely cold, you'll find that, you see on my side here, things actually turned up badly now. This has dropped, and it means there's a lot of air flowing in. On that side it's still okay, but this side there's a lot of air flowing in, so I need to sort out this side. But let's continue checking our chickens. So this plastic is very important, guys, to have. So you see them now. So they're not feeling cold. If they're feeling cold, I'll tell you. They will make a funny sound, and if you see them gathering like that, that's nothing, because you can see others are there, others are there, others are here. When they are extremely feeling cold, you will see them trying to jump on top of each other, like they will gather in one corner at the same time. But we're just gonna refill the feeders now, and then before you feed up the feeders and sort out this mess. Oh, not the feeders, the drinkers are the ones that have run out of water. But luckily I have water inside the chicken house. Let me sort out this thing first. Yeah, so do you see now I've managed to close this side where the air was coming in. Then this side still fine, but still feels a little bit cold. So I'm gonna take my home gas thingy heater and plug it in here and switch it on so that the whole house can be warm, even that side can still be warm. So this is the bucket of water. I love putting my water inside my chicken house because in the morning when you come in and you find that actually some of your drinkers have run out of water, and you try to refill them with water. One of the biggest issues you'll find is that the water from the tap is cold, and you don't want to give your chicken cold water. You want to give them warm water because they are warm as well. So day 4, and this is how our chicken looks like. You see now they're starting to jump around because I've opened the plastic here. There's an air that's flowing in. We're still sitting at one mortality, guys. Remember what happens to that chicken is that we found it inside the brooder dead. But yeah, we're still at one mortality. Let's refill these things and quickly get out of here. I don't love spending much time in my chicken house when they're still young because hey, it's cold. It's time to put our drinkers back inside the brooder now. So here now I'm gonna switch. Where it was the feeder, I'm gonna put the drinker, and where it was the drinker, I'm gonna put the feeder. One of the reasons I'm doing this is try to, because normally where there are drinkers, it gets wet quickly and fast. So we're just trying to make sure that it doesn't get wet too much. So now we're gonna switch the drinkers and the feeders where they will stay. So over here, because they were drinkers, we're gonna put feeders, and then where they were feeders, we're gonna put drinkers, and that's it. Let me just try to shift. Yeah, now they're feeling cold. Now they're feeling cold since I've taken the plastic out. So I'm going to try to shift them here. Check what's going on. But sometimes they may be gathering like that, and then one is suffocating or dying. But when they are not, there's a difference between gathering and having a stampede. So when they're having a stampede, it's when they're trying to jump on top of each other because of the cold weather that they are on today. So guys, that's what we have for you today. It is day 4, and this is my day visit. I only visit my chicken house once a day when they're still young, and yeah, they're still on their starter feed, drinking pure water. We didn't give them any booster. You've been with me from day 1. You've seen how I do my things. Thanks guys. Dango. See you tomorrow. Let's now close this. Welcome to day 5, back in the chicken house to check on our chickens. Today marks day 5 since we placed them in. Let's go and see. Normally in this time we experience mortality a little bit, where now you'll be having some few chicken. We don't have water in this bucket, so let's check our chicks first. How they're doing. It's cold outside, guys. It's winter now. And ta-da-da, this is our chickens. Some they've gathered here, some they are there, some they are there, some they are there. So the water level is low. Okay, these two drinkers, they're out of water. Seems like they spend most of the time this side. So this kind of thing tells you where your chickens spend most of their time. If you look at this feeder over here and this feeder over here and the drinkers, there's two drinkers. They're out of water, the drinkers. The feeders, the feed is low. But when you come this side, when you look at this one over here, still has a lot. This drinker still have water. This drinker still have water. But this feeder as well still have feed. And this feeder still has feed. A lot of it. But the rest of these ones on this side, they are low. And looks like these chickens over here, they're feeling cold. I don't know why they will go and stand at a corner where there's no light to provide heat for them. But anyway, they are fine. No mortality. Let's go get some water, refill the water. I'm not going to be refilling the feeders because they still have feed, so I'm just only going to refill the water. But the mistake that I did, it's one that I always tell people about. The mistake that I've done is that my bucket is empty and it's cold outside. I'm going to be getting the water from the tank. Obviously the water is cold, so that's why I always say that I prefer having water inside my chicken house all the time before anything, because when you have your water inside the chicken house, the water stays warm. So but when you go to the tap early in the morning, that's where you're gonna have problems. But anyway, let's go get some water and refill these drinkers and we're out of here. So yeah, that's all I have for you for the day. Let me show you how cold it is outside. Just want to show you how cold it is outside. Look at this. There's some ice here. This is how cold it is. So imagine the roof, how it is as well. If that is like that, imagine the water that I'm going to be getting from the tank. How cold will that water be? We're back. Today it's day 6. We're coming in to check on our chickens. Are you guys enjoying the video? Are you learning anything? Are you guys commenting in the comment section and telling us what is it that we're doing wrong, what it is that we need to improve? Yeah, today's weather is not bad. I'm here in my chicken house to check on my chickens. Maybe it's because I woke up late, I don't know. But this is our chickens. Oh, la 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 la. This is how our chicken looks. They're about to turn 7 days very soon. They're about to be 1 week old, and this is how they are. Are you guys impressed? Let's take this drinker out since it ran out of feed, out of water. I mean, as well as this one is out of water. So the only drinkers that they still have water is that one over there and this one over here. And our feeders, they still have some feed. Any mortality, guys? I don't see any mortality at this point. From where I am, all my chicks are good. So we're just gonna refill the water and then we are out of here. So this is our daily routine. This is what we do every day. and then I'm gonna be telling you how much money it has costed me tomorrow on day 7 as we wrap up this video. I'm gonna be uploading every 7 days with everything that I've been doing within 7 days, which means there's a weekly update. So yeah, I'm very impressed with the growth. It's not bad, and I'm very impressed with the mortality. It's very low. And tomorrow we're also going to be taking out these newspapers. As you can see now that there's a lot of Scotch chabile, guys. English sometimes run away, but you understand what I'm talking. So there's a lot of chicken waste that is on the newspapers. So this can cause a serious problem in terms of smell, in terms of actually making our chicken feed look dirty or be dirty. So we're just gonna have to take care of this chicken waste tomorrow. We're removing the newspapers on day 7. We can do it today, but I prefer to do it tomorrow on day 7. So right now what I'm gonna be doing, quickly gonna get the water, refill my drinkers. My feeders still have feed, it's still okay. So that's all I have for you today. I'm not gonna show you when I refill because I'm doing this every day, guys. So see you tomorrow on day 7. Thank you. Almost forgot to put the camera on. Welcome to day 7, the final day of the first week since our chicken came in. They are officially 1 week old. Let's go check them out and how they are. So this is our 1 week old broiler chickens. Seems like they're out of water. Anyway, like I said, that on week 7 we are going to take out the newspapers out now. Oh, on day 7, sorry, not week 7. So let's firstly take out our equipment, which is the drinker and the feeders. So our feeders still have feed, but we also taking them out. Reason being that we are now going to be taking out the newspaper. So it looks dirty and it's time for it to be replaced. So actually we're not replacing it, but we are just removing it, and then now our chicken can lay on the wood shaving, directly on the wood shaving. So right now let's calculate how much money we have spent so far when raising this chicken in a week. So the first thing that we bought, it was 2 boxes of day-old chicks, and each box cost us around 1,207. And then both of those boxes made it to 2,475. So you can see how much day-old chicks cost, guys. It's expensive. So the second cost that we accounted, it was feed. So I'm starting with the higher amount here. So the second biggest amount, it was feed. So we bought 2 bags of starter, but so far in this week we have already used 1 bag in a week. So we're going to be calculating on that 1 bag alone. So that 1 bag of starter actually costed us 465. And then we use 3 bags of wood shaving. Remember that I buy my wood shaving for 10 rand each. So that 3 bags costed around 30 rand. So in total of how much money we have spent in the first week of us raising 200 chickens. Remember, we only have 1 mortality so far in the 7 days, and the total cost took us to 2,970. That's how much money we have actually spent so far in the 1 week that we are on. So as the weeks are progressing, we're gonna be adding another cost on this timesheet or spreadsheet that I have created. So this is something that I use to actually record my cost, and there's another one that I use to record my mortalities and my daily. But yeah, remember, we didn't buy any posters since we started. We didn't give our chicken anything except feed and water. So water I'm not going to calculate because I don't buy water. Water is free. Okay, so guys, we are done removing the newspapers. It was an easy work, 10 to 15 minutes job just to remove those newspapers. So it doesn't take long, man. Yeah, the 10 minutes, you are done. So this is our chickens. So but they're feeling a little bit cold because I've taken out the plastic now, so there's a little bit of air flowing in. That's why you see them climbing on top of each other. So to prevent stampede, we're just gonna quickly put the feeders back and as well as our drinkers back, because now you can see here we're gonna have a stampede. So probably we're gonna end up having mortalities now because of the stampede. So you know our mortality rate so far is still 1, and we are on day 7. So normally after removing the newspapers, I normally experience maybe 1 or 2 mortality. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the dust of the wood shaving, because even now you can hear somebody starting to sneeze a little bit, because now there's a little bit of dust from the wood shaving. So but yeah, let's put back our equipment, but firstly let's go and grab some water. These boots normally stays in the chicken house. I don't normally go out with them, so I put them here in the chicken house and I only wear them when I'm in here. So now let's refill our drinkers. We're still gonna be using the small drinkers. We're not gonna switch the drinkers yet. Okay, so now we are going to reduce the lights. It's now during the day, and since they are week old now, these lights are hot, chief, so you must be careful. That's why I'm using this cloth to actually remove them. So they are really hot. So infrared lights are hot, guys, so don't try to take them out immediately after switching your lights off. So we're just gonna try to remove the lights. I'm gonna leave 2, so I'm gonna remove 2 and leave 2. And the reason being is that since it's now during the day and it's kind of warm outside, but you know that in winter inside the house still remain cold, a little bit cold. So we're gonna take this light off, so just to save electricity. So mostly why a lot of farmers don't really like to farm in winter basically is because of the consumption of electricity. So you are forced to leave your light, more especially the infrared light, on during the day, because you want the house to continuously be warm. So you know that in summer you can switch your light off, because even inside the house it will be warm. But in winter, we know the story, you find that outside is hot, but when you go inside the house you are feeling a little bit cold. So it's the same as the chicken houses. So that's why now I'm forced to actually do things the way I'm doing them. So the reason why I'm shifting these chickens, I just want to try to put the feeder without putting it on top of any chick. I remember at some point, one day I was putting a feeder like this, and then unfortunately I put it on top of a chick. I realized it days after, when I was taking the feeder out, that actually I've put the chick on top of the feeder. So but I think I'm gonna also replace the drinkers now, because I can see that my chickens have adjusted now. They've grown a little bigger. They've grown a little bit bigger, and even they are a little bit taller, so they can now easily use the bigger drinker that I have. So you must be careful every time when you're trying to put your drinker. So they're gathering there. I need to push them a little bit so that you don't have a stampede here. I don't want them to have a stampede, because we're gonna end up losing chickens. So once I start to have a stampede, you're gonna end up losing chickens now. So some of them must shift the space is too big. You cannot have thousands of or many chickens gathered together at one place. So I'm just going to try to shift some to the other side, because we want them to occupy the whole space. So I see that they're trying to gather here at one spot. So I want to reduce the number this side to the other side so that we don't have stampede, because stampede means mortality, guys. So you must always be careful. How are you guys? Are you guys impressed with our growth on the chickens? Is the growth good? Is the growth bad? What do you guys think? How do you guys see the growth? Are you happy with the growth? Are you guys happy with how our chicken are growing? Yeah, I think we are fine now. So I think we are now okay, and this is our day 7. This comes the end of our first video of this series that we're going to be doing of raising this chicken from day 1 until day 42, or up until I finish selling. It will depend on my image. So I told people that one bag of starter can feed up to 100 chickens in 2 weeks, and then some they said I'm lying, some they said this and this and this and this and this and this and that. It's fine, guys. So this is my bag of Magnum starter, and it's now up to here. If you can see it, it's here. It hasn't been finished, and my chicks are 1 week old, and 200 of them, they want to consume 2 bags. And something interesting that's going to happen is that probably they will finish this one over the weekend, and they want to chow the other bag probably in less than 5 days, and then they want to eat 2 bags of grower in a week, and then after a week, which they are now 3 weeks, they will eat 4 or 3 bags of grower in a week. So what's happening here is the thing of trying to understand something. As the chicken grows, they eat too much. So when they're still young, they don't eat a lot. So that's why they are able to eat 1 bag in a week, or 2 bags in 2 weeks. But they will be able to eat 2 bags in a week after 2 weeks. When they are now going for 3 weeks, they will eat 2 bags of grower in just a week. So yeah, that's how chickens are, or that's how life is. Even people, when they grow, they start to eat too much. Thanks for watching this video up to so far. Appreciate the support. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and wait for part 2, which is going to be from day 8 until day 14. So we're going to be dropping every 7 days, and we're going to be shooting everything from day 1 until day 42. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another series of Mortality.